Good evening. My name is Helen Anthony, Chair of the Committee on Finance. I'm calling to order our regular meeting on Tuesday, March 26, 2024 at 5:32 p.m. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Chairwoman Anthony,
Present.
Vice Chairman Taylor is absent. Councilor Inderwall is absent. Councilwoman Graves,
Present.
Councilor Sanchez,
Present.
3 present, 2 absent. You have a quorum.
Thank you so much. And I'd just like to thank Ken Shepherdini from the City Solicitor's Office. Thank you for coming. We also have our Policy Director, Aaron Gardner, who's here this evening. Thank you very much. I'd also recognize our clerks who are ever hardworking, Warren Gutierrez and Don Collision. So with that, I would like to Madam Clerk, please read item number 1.
Item 1, an ordinance repealing ordinance 2018-49, number 464, an ordinance establishing a tax stabilization agreement for Steeple Street LLC.
And tonight I'm going to ask Aaron Gardner to address us on this issue. So Aaron, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, no problem. No.
Chairman, do we want to put those items in? Do you
Oh,
want to
yes.
enter the exhibits?
Yes, I will. Do we need to swear in Aaron or not? It's his turn. And but there's also policy there.
I think like even when Jeff came, even though they're returning, I think you've been, it's the committees. But I think we have signed in attorneys when they testify,
Okay.
but it's.
Aaron, I'm going to have you be sworn in. This will be overly.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I swear.
And please state your name for the record.
Aaron used to guard that.
And before you start, we have 3 exhibits which we're going to distribute just so everybody has what we're speaking about in front of them. So, exhibit number 1 is the letter from the city solicitor to Attorney Barrow dated January 10, 2023. May I have a motion marked as exhibit 1?
So moved.
Second. Okay. Motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Graves. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? The exhibit 2, we're just going to be the actual ordinance establishing tax stabilization agreement for Steeple Street LLC. May I have a motion to mark this as exhibit 2?
So moved.
Seconded. Okay, motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Graves. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Third is the letter dated December 15, 2023 to Steeple Street LLC from Tinta Funds, and that is going to be exhibit 3. And I have a motion.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Gray, seconded by Councilor Sanchez. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? And now that we have marked all the exhibits, Aaron, I thought you might just talk to us, just remind us what your group has been working on and why these letters have been sent out and what has happened in this particular instance.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. As a member of the council policy staff, I am also a part of the TSA working group, which is an internal, working group with the city where we, approve, TSAs, and we actually discuss, non-compliance, et cetera. It's just, as a status update, and we work with the internal auditor and the TSA compliance director, which is Jacinta Jones. And the group recommended that this TSA, be repealed, just for the very reasons of, one is that within the ordinance, performance actually has to commence within, 12 months. So within a year after the TSA was granted, performance hadn't commenced, they hadn't started construction. And as you can see, there was a, letter sent, based on that, notification to the attorney. We hadn't received a response there. And additionally, there are actually unpaid fees, that are attached to this TSA. And I think specifically there is $113,717.32 that is unpaid to the Park and Recs fee, and that's a part of the ordinance that these monies needs to be, transferred. And also $2,174 in administrative fees. So basically, this is just, they're non-compliance. We've identified that, we've reached out to the attorney, no response, so it's just a recommendation of the working to repeal this, so, the property will go back on the tax rolls properly. That's everything.
I appreciate it. Do you have any questions for Aaron? I would just like to thank the working group because, I've been on council in the second term and I feel very, good about the fact we're just at least making sure we're following up and making sure that all these, TSAs are in compliance. So I appreciate all the work that you and your committee have done.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
As you do.
Okay, with that, may I have a motion?
Motion to approve item 1.
Okay, motion to approve, the ordinance, repealing the TSA ordinance. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Madam Clerk, did you get who made the motion? You're all
We're all
set.
set.
Okay,
Yeah, thanks.
sorry. Great. Number 2. Madam Clerk, please read item number 2.
Item 2, an ordinance in amendment of chapter 2004-36, number 348, approved August 13, 2004, entitled an ordinance granting the downtown Providence Management District authorization to operate as a business improvement district.
Okay, as you may recall, we've had this for a little bit. This is the expansion of the DID downtown. And we have to mark it for a public hearing. I had asked for a clearer map. I don't know if you, do we have these to distribute one for? Yes, okay, good. So I asked for a clearer map because the map that was attached to the original proposal wasn't particularly clear. So we are gonna make, we're gonna attach this, with the menu ordinance. And attach this, new map, and also we have received, a packet of letters in support. From various organizations, and I would like to attach those too. Before we mark it up to the public hearing, so that everyone in the public can see what this is also. So if I may please have a motion to, add as exhibit number, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk.
So it would be exhibit 4
For
for the map.
the map, they have to make a motion to that.
So
Okay, motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Graves, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And then the second, we are gonna have the letters in support as exhibit number 5 to item number 2. We have a motion.
So
Seconded. Okay, motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Graves, all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Now that we have marked these as exhibits, we are going to now, schedule this for a public hearing. And Madam Clerk, do I need a motion to have it scheduled?
Yes.
Okay, I have a motion. Motion made by Councilor Graves, seconded by Councilor Sanchez to schedule, this ordinance for a public hearing. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Wonderful. And Madam Clerk, I'm hoping that we can do that sooner than later, only because we have the budget coming. I know it's gonna be hard.
I think it's April 11th.
Oh, it's already.
Well, it's, yeah, Tina kind of went over that with me. So we have it for Thursday, April 11th
Okay,
at 5:30.
that's all right. All right, it's an off day.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Councilor Graves will not be able to attend,
Okay,
but I'm sure we can, we can hear from you before we do. We want to be there for this, this early. Okay. Madam Clerk, is it possible, has that been set in stone?
No,
Okay. This is in Council Graves ward, and so
Okay.
she really does want to be there for the public
so,
hearing.
right, we were going to, what dates are you looking at?
Well, we were trying to do Tuesdays, but if we can't have
So the
Tuesdays.
Tuesday before?
that's-
We have to have
possible.
10, we have to have 10 days
Okay,
prior, it's gotta go in the paper.
let me, rather than doing this on the their finance, let me confer with Council Graves, because this
Okay.
is her ward.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that she's.
Perfectly fine, yes.
All right,
All right.
then we will get
So
back
I'm
to you
gonna
with some
put this
dates.
on.
Yes, okay, thank you. All right, Madam Clerk, please read item number 3.
Item 3, an ordinance in amendment of the Home Rule Charter, Article X, Section 1006 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Providence entitled Department of Public Property, and Chapter 21, Revenue and Finance, Article 2, Division of Purchase Order, Section 21-27, Competitive Bidding of the Code of Ordinance of the City of Providence.
Okay, thank you. As you may recall, this has been introduced by Councilor Peterson. We will be seeing a different iteration of this. Basically, we ran this by legal and we cannot amend the home rule charter, which is one of the pieces of this that she had asked us to do. What we can do, and I think what is coming through her, is that she will be putting, part of this is something that can actually be put in ordinance form. So I think we'll see part of this coming back to us through her. It's just that as it's presented, we can't do this. Okay, so we're going to be continuing. I'd like to have a motion to continue indefinitely.
So,
Second. Okay, motion made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Graves, all in favor? Aye, all opposed. Okay, those are more or less housekeeping matters, in my opinion. I'm just trying to get our list up to do is down as far as possible before the budget starts. So now, Madam Clerk, please read item number 4.
Item 4, communication from his owner, the neighbor, dated March 15, 2024, informing the honorable members of the City Council that pursuant to section 302B of the Providence Home Rule Charter of 1980, as amended in Public Law, Chapter 45-50, Section 1-31, passed in 1987, he and this day appointed Mackie McCary of 97 Loring Avenue, Providence, Rhode Island, 02906, as a member of the Providence Public Building Authority for a term to expire on July 31st, 2028, and respectfully submit the same for your approval.
Excellent. Mr. McCleary, can you step right up here? Absolutely. And we'll swear you in.
Please raise your right hand. You swear under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
And please state your name for the record again.
Matthew McCleary.
Thank you so much for coming this evening. Of course. And I would just like to start by asking you if you can give us an overview of your experience.
Sure.
And also just tell us why it is that you would like to serve on the Providence Public Building Authority.
So I'll start with the two things overlaid. So I'll start a little bit with the latter. I am excited to just once again be able to serve the public. I've been a public servant for a good portion of my career, and I've been back in the private sector for a while, and the mayor was kind enough to ask me to serve in this capacity. So I'm just excited to do that in simplicity. Talk a little bit about my background and what my current work is. I'm actually trained as an architect, but I practiced a little while, actually worked in the World Trade Center rebuilding project early in my career. But then went into renewable energy and spent most of my career in energy and environmental policy. Have shifted my focus after my time in state government under Governor Mike Raimondo to climate sustainability and infrastructure. And I spend most of my days, actually, the last part of the reason it's been so hard to schedule, and I apologize to everyone. Is that I've been traveling 4 days a week for the last 9 weeks, working on a massive reconstruction project in the Virgin Islands. Capital infrastructure is just sort of a huge part of what I do on a day-to-day basis, and its relationship to both climate mitigation and resilience. So when we build, we have to build right, not just for the current time, but for the future times. And so when the mayor approached me about this is something I felt just in terms of the fiduciary responsibility of the public building authority as a caretaker of taxpayer dollars, not just current taxpayers, but future taxpayers. I was really excited to potentially give service in this role, both to help understand and influence how we build things, but then also how we maintain them and how we think about our future planning with regards to protecting the assets of the city.
Well, I will say, for one, I've been knowing you for a bit and what excellent work you do in whatever capacity you serve. I think we're very lucky to have you on this board. So I am thrilled that you are here. So I am going to open it up. My colleagues have any questions? My one question is, given how much you do have going on, are you gonna have trouble making the meetings?
No, we talked about that. It's last 9 weeks has been a little bit of an aberration. I typically am not in that kind of schedule. And my wife's a doctor, so I usually have to pick up the kids. In fact, that's what happened this afternoon. So I don't expect the rest of the year to look like this. This is a little strange. I should be notably more flexible, and also my company understands my public responsibility. So I can plan my travel around meetings as necessary as a general rule.
And I'm sorry, do they meet on a monthly basis? I can't remember.
Monthly, my understanding, is that right?
Okay, all right. Wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
can do monthly.
Okay, all right, just checking,
Yeah.
just checking, because, wonderful, so. No question, oh, no, go ahead. Yes, this is a minor one. Where did he reside?
On Loring Ave on the east side.
That's what I couldn't remember, and I'm looking in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I looked at it at home and I'm like, oh, I can see it.
We've been in Providence now for 16 years, so still not a native, but getting close. My kids are natives, I'll say that. Okay.
Well, as I said, we really thank you so much for your willingness to serve.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Any questions? Approved. I can review the appointment by Councilor Gray, second by Councilor Sanchez, all in favor? Aye. All opposed. We will be boarding the recommendation with probably pass it on the floor of council and it'll be official.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council.
All right, well, that was.
Motion to adjourn.
Made by Councilor Sanchez, seconded by Councilor Gray, all in favor? Aye. All opposed.
Thank you, lady.
It's early meeting, but yeah.
Thank you, sir. I know you're.